Hello everyone! Today's video is geared towards people who are interested in working in Canada. Canada has this program where non-professionals and professionals can migrate to one of their provinces. There are only 4 provinces that are included in this program, which we will talk about in a little bit. The program is called Atlantic Immigration Pilot. I'm creating this video in the hopes of helping other people to migrate to Canada and work there. I'm gonna go over how I helped my best friend went through the process. She's now in Canada working as a manager at one of McDonald's location. Let's go to Canada's website. In this page, you'll find useful links for the program. There are employers' links and the applicants' links. Let's go to this link. As I mentioned earlier, there are 4 provinces that participates in the program. First is the Newfoundland and Labrador. Second is the Prince Edward Island. Third, Nova Scotia, and the New Brunswick. On this page, you can also see the estimated fees and estimated processing time. Let's go to the next page. There are 3 different programs under the pilot that employers can hire you through. Let's take a look at it. They have the Atlantic International Graduate Program, they have Atlantic High Skilled Program, and Atlantic Intermediate Skilled Program. This is a summary of the 3 different programs. You can easily differentiate it by looking at it this way. The Atlantic International Graduate Program is for people who got their education in Canada and it doesn't require work experience. While Atlantic High Skilled Program is for people that have worked in a management, professional, or technical skill job. On the other hand, Atlantic Intermediate Skilled Program is for people who have job-specific training. You can differentiate the High Skilled Program and Intermediate Skilled Program more when we check the classification or skill level. For now, we'll open the Atlantic High Skilled Program since that's the program that my best friend got qualified for. The first steps of the process is to find out if you're eligible. There's 4 different things we need to consider in regards of the eligibility. First is the work experience. Second is the education, third is the language, and the funds. For work experience, you need to have at least 1,560 hours in the last 3 years. Also, you need to figure out the classification of your skill. Here it shows you the different positions under each skill level. But if you go down more, you will be able to type whatever position you are currently in. I'm gonna put restaurant manager, and it shows you the title, which is what I'm looking for, the restaurant and food service managers, and the NOC number, as well as the skill level. These information you will need later on when completing your forms from your employer. So let's go back to the previous page. That's work experience. The second one is education. You will need to give proof that your credentials, your school credentials, is equivalent to their Canadian secondary diploma. That proof is called Educational Credential Assessment Report. Let's click this one. You can get this report from these designated organizations. There are 5 different organizations you can have your school credentials evaluated. My best friend used the World Education Services. Let me click that one. This is the website for World Education Services. And when you're going to go through this process, you just click apply. And you have to always remember that you need the ECA report and not the standard one. So you click start application, it will ask for your email address and it will create an account for you. Then you will receive further instructions on how to send your school credentials to them for evaluation. Here's a list of the documents that need to be submitted to the World Education Services for evaluation. The list may be similar if you go to the other evaluators. And here's a sample of the World Education Services result. This is the Educational Credential Assessment Report. Let's go back. The third one is language testing. You will also need to prove that you will be able to communicate to people when you get there. So there are different types of tests. In this page, it will show you the tests that you can take. For English, they have CELPIP and IELTS. For French, they have TEF or TCF. And you can also find the scores that you need to get for you to be able to qualify to the program. I'll focus on English since my best friend took the English test and she took the IELTS. In my opinion, IELTS is more common just because I knew a lot of people who took it and went through the process. So let me click that one. Here is the website for IELTS. Here you can book a test and select IELTS. And it will ask you where you're located and where do you want to take a test. Let's put Philippines and find test location. And here they have a list of locations where you can book the test. So let's go back. Last one is funds. You need to be able to support yourself and your family once you get to Canada. So let me click that link. In this page, it shows you what's the minimum amount you need to have in your bank account depending on how many family members are you supporting. If it's just you, you will need 3,240 Canadian dollars in your bank account to show that you are capable of supporting yourself. There is an exemption to this. In some cases, your employer would want you to start working right away, so you will get a work permit and fly to Canada without your permanent resident card. That being said, once you are already in Canada and working, you are not required to provide proof of funds. Let's go back again. So those are the 4 things that you need to look into to find out if you're eligible for the program. It is advisable to have your school credentials evaluated and your language test done after you get a job offer because you don't know how long it will take you to get a job offer, and these 2 things expire and they cost money. But only do this if you are confident that you will pass the criteria for the education and language test. When my best friend started looking for jobs, we already know that she will meet the requirements since I researched the equivalent of her education in Canada's system. I found out that if you took at least a couple of years of college education in the Philippines, that it is equivalent, if not more, to Canadian high school diploma. On my next video, I will talk about how my best friend got a job offer and how she went through that process. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.